My name's Dev Nyak, and I'm a volunteer here with the UKOG. I also run an Oracle e-Business Suite consultancy, and I'm here with Arian Stijf. He's from the Netherlands, and he's a freelance Oracle e-Business Suite consultant specializing in workflow, performance tuning, and security. Hi, Arian.
Hi.
How are you? Thank you. So, what a time to be in the Oracle e-Business Suite space. There's a lot going on. We've got Oracle Fusion on the horizon. We've got people at a crossroads to move from 11 to release 12. And part of that cycle of change, under the bonnet, is something called BPEL. Now, firstly, what is BPEL?
BPEL is short for Business Process Execution Language. Originally it was designed to coordinate web services. At one point the service-oriented architecture came into being, with services being offered by different systems. And every system would offer a number of services, but you needed a way to call all those services in the right sequence.
I see.
BPEL was designed to call those services, get results back, and based on that call the next service.
Ah, I see. So it's a way to impose order on all the web services that are coming into our architectures.
Yep.
So as an example, how are you seeing customers use BPEL?
Of course, the way it is meant to be, calling web services in a certain sequence. But lately we see BPEL as playing a much more important role, where it is the architect, the controller for a whole wider system. So for example, you have a purchasing process.
Yes.
And BPEL will control every step in that process from the moment a customer calls. Placing an order, a BPEL process will start and it will orchestrate all the steps needed until the goods are delivered and the cash is paid.
Okay, yeah, actually that starts to make sense to me now. Also reminds me of, it's kind of a workflow engine, I believe. And am I accurate in saying that BPEL is going to replace Oracle workflow?
You are quite correct in that. In 2006, Oracle de-supported the standalone workflow product. The workflow product is only still used in EBS. And the replacement for workflow is BPEL. So, as of release 12.1, already Oracle put BPEL in the e-business suite.
I see.
So we can expect that in the next few releases, more and more functionality from workflow will be taken over by BPEL.
By BPEL, interesting. So is BPEL the next generation of Oracle workflow, or is it a completely different product?
It's not entirely the next generation. There are too many differences in technology, and workflow can do things that BPEL can't do, and the other way around.
I see.
So,
are there any shared components? Was BPEL built on some of the existing technology from
no.
workflow?
No, it is. Workflow has always been a proprietary product from Oracle, and BPEL is an international standard language. So Oracle has extended BPEL with their own extensions, but it is entirely different technology, and it has nothing, on the technology part, it has nothing in common with workflow.
Right, okay, that's interesting. Yeah. And BPEL's available now in 12.1?
Yes, it comes out of the box with EBS 12.1. If you are on an earlier version, you can do a separate installation of the SOA suite, and that comes with BPEL.
I see. So, as a user of Oracle e-Business Suite, should I be thinking, move my workflows to Oracle BPEL right now, or?
You will have to start thinking about it. It's probably too early to say, okay, panic mode, hold all production, we are going to move.
Keep calm and carry on.
Yeah. But you will expect in future releases more BPEL functionality. So if you are developing, or if you need to develop new workflows, you will have to make a conscious decision. Am I still going to do it in workflow and then migrate to BPEL?
I think you make a very good point there. So if I was adding an additional customization, I need to think carefully whether I should do it in workflow or BPEL. What are you seeing happening with your customers?
It depends. It depends on how they use their current workflow products. It also depends on how comfortable they are with new technologies.
Yeah.
If you see customers who have a lot of interfacing with EBS, so EBS interfaces often with other systems,
Yeah.
and workflow is used somewhere in that process, people will be more likely to move to BPEL.
Right, okay, yeah. That kind of reminds me of something you said earlier, which I actually hadn't quite acknowledged, that actually BPEL is an international standard. So presumably, does that make it easier to talk to other systems?
Yes, BPEL is really designed, well, as I said earlier on, it is orchestrating web services. So that's what it does best, calling other systems and requesting their services.
Gotcha.
Unlike workflow that is more focused inside, it is running in the database, it's running in EBS, and you will need to do a bit more effort, you will need to make a bit more effort to make it talk to other systems.
Yeah.
For BPEL, talking to other systems is naturally, and everything that needs to be done inside the system is a little bit farther off.
Arian, thank you for your time here. You know, it's clear that you brought an expert opinion to the table, and I know myself has benefited greatly, and so will our customers. Thank you, Arian.
Okay.